with Adventure Dog Days, and in today's video there will be no dogs because it is the first episode of Lashes and Leashes. Ta-da! I don't know, I'm so excited for this. I love makeup. Makeup has always been like something I just love doing. I've been doing it forever. Just to kind of like explain what's going on, I'm gonna go ahead and just start doing my makeup while I'm talking to you guys. I might just start rambling in the beginning and then we'll get on to dog questions because I just kind of like want to set the tone for this. I'm not really teaching you guys how to do makeup. I'm just doing my makeup while answering dog questions that you sent me. If you want to learn how I do my makeup, I do have an Instagram and a TikTok for that specifically. It's White Becca, I believe. And that is where you can find makeup tips. And if you see me looking down here, it's because that is where my mirror is. Okay, let's get into the makeup. I asked you guys to ask me questions on all of my social media platforms, and for some reason I did not give you guys like a topic to ask me questions on, but a bunch of people started asking me like e-collar related questions, which is totally fine. I have no problem answering those, and I am gonna even show off multiple different e-collars in this video and do it on myself, so stay tuned for that. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump in with the first question, and it is your opinion on England and e-collars, also the FF challenge by Unleashed Canine Services. So I will be honest, I am not that educated on this topic. I have seen a couple people post about it, and I reached out to the person who asked me this question, was like, hey, can you like educate me more on this, because I honestly did not really know what she was talking about. I know in like Australia, I think, or England, I don't know. I'm probably sounding like an idiot. Somewhere I know e-collars are banned. I kind of think that's what she's talking about in this situation. Did you just hear Kamea groan? And my opinion on that is, I don't like how it's banned because some dogs, most dogs, like really benefit from e-collars. Not all dogs need them, and some dogs who use them don't need them, and some dogs who don't use them would really benefit from them. So I just think that makes things more limiting. And if you look at the studies, because there is more dog fights and more dogs that get put down in the country that has banned e-collars than the countries that do allow e-collars. So do what you want with that information. But yeah, my feeling on that is I don't think that it should be banned because it's not abuse. It can be abuse, just like anything can be abuse. Water can be abuse, you know. Ooh. I can't cuss. I'm getting really into this conversation. But like anything can be abuse. Like going to McDonald's every single day, that's like abuse on your body, you know. You just need to do it right, and you need to be educated. You need to get in touch with a trainer, and you need to know what you're doing to best help your dog, and just using the tools. Like with anything, you have to learn how to drive a car before you get behind the wheel, you know. You can't just like slap it on and go ahead on with your day. You have to properly introduce it, just like with many things in the human world and the human life. Going off of that question, I have another one that says, will the collar hurt my dog? No, it won't. Can it? Sure. Why? Because you don't know how to use it and you're not using the right brand of collar. There are many different brands of e-collars, and I only like Dogtra or e-collar technologies because they have such a long range of the stimulation. Dogtra goes from 0 to 127, and e-collar technologies goes from 0 to 100. And you're probably like, holy crap, why would someone need to go all the way to 125 for their dog? And chances are you will never have to do that. Like, I've never had to do it. I've never done it before. And I've been using e-collars for the past 4 years. Never had to use it. And I've used it on multiple, like dozens of dogs. Where was I going with that? This is another reason why I was kind of skeptical of the makeup videos, because I lose my train of thought, and I'm trying to think of where I was going with that. Oh, wow, you see the range of stimulation. Golly, words. I should write a script for this probably. But yeah, some of the cheaper collars will only go from like 1 to 10 or one. I've seen one that goes from like 1 to 6 and I'm like, wow. And why that is such a big deal is between the stimulation of 2 to 3 in a collar that only goes up to 8 is a huge jump. Like your dog might not feel, or you might not feel on a 2, and then you hit them on a 3 and they just react like crazy because it's such a huge jump. When the collar goes up a higher number, like from 0 to 100 or 0 to 127, it takes so long to get there that you can really customize it to your dog and find their stimulation. And you know, I guess I'll go ahead now and do the e-collar myself to show that it doesn't hurt. And I want to say, first of all, I usually feel on like an 8, I think. That was the last time I did it. I felt on an 8. Courtney, my girlfriend, feels it on like a 20. Like, I don't feel it until around 8. She doesn't even feel it until around 20. So that just goes to show how with humans and with dogs, every dog is different on when they start feeling it. And yeah, like that's why we need like this range of numbers, because you just never know. Okay, I'm turning it on. I'm turning this on. This is the mini educator, by the way. So you can see that this is on. You're gonna focus, thank you. And you'll see this is on because, hold on, it's gonna start blinking. There you go, see it's blinking? And you see it's on 15 right now, and this is the red button, which it's on a dual collar. So red is for this one, black is for this one because I have one collar for Kamea and Weibo. It's still the same stimulation. And when I hit the red button, it lights up red, so you know I'm stimming. And I'll hold it so you guys know I'm actually doing this myself. I go up in increments of 2. So here's 2, and I'm putting it on my fingers, which like, I'm really holding it. I don't feel it. Going up to a 4. And this is how we do it with dogs. We find their baseline. I don't feel it, and you like know I'm clicking it. Going up to a 6. Gosh, I wish you could see the number. You're just gonna have to trust me somehow. Can you see it now? Okay. I feel it. I feel it on a 6. And that's it. So this is my training level. Is a 6, because I feel it. Now if I'm feeling it right here, right now, because there's not much stimulation happening. I'm just by myself talking to the camera, so I can feel it. Now let's say I went to a concert. It's higher stimulation for me as a human, so I would probably not feel this at a 6 because I'm not focusing on that. I am focusing on the overstimulation around me from all the people. And so where I'm going with that is in different situations you might have a different number. So you actually really don't want to focus on the number 2 too much when training dogs with the e-collar, just because it really depends on the situation and how they feel it. And oh, what I was saying is Courtney uses a great example of a TENS unit at a chiropractor, how they just send like little stimulations into your back or whatever muscles that they're working on when you go to the chiropractor. That is the exact same thing, like proven. That is the exact same thing from an e-collar. So like, I don't know, hello, we do use it on humans literally every single day. It's not that big of a deal. Gosh. And because I showed you Kamea's collar versus Weibo's collar, I just know I'm gonna get questions on this, so I'll go ahead and answer it now. Also, first of all, this look is getting a lot darker than I expected it to be, but that's okay. We're going dark today, I guess. But this is a bark collar, but I want you to see the prongs that it comes with, the contact points, either one you can call them, and how they're like little nubs like that. That's what most of them come with. But Kamea is a thick girl with a thick neck, and so those don't actually even reach her neck unless I'm like choking the collar, which I don't want to do that. That's not comfortable to the dog. So she has these longer prongs so it can actually reach her neck without choking her. These look scary. I promise they're not. Like, they're not. And this is Weibo's. It's like a happy medium between Kamea's and the one it comes with, because she has so much fur but her neck isn't that thick. Those reach her better. And so that's another thing. You really want to make sure you get the right contact points for your dog, because that does make a huge difference. Like if I use the contact points that come with the e-collar, Kamea's like in the 60s until she can feel it. But if I use her contact points, she can feel it in the 20s, just because that contact is there easier. Come here, are you playing back there? I hear you, girlfriend. You don't have to be quiet while I'm making this video. We got a toy. I don't think they can see. Thank you. She just brought me this toy. Oh, I see your ears down there. Come here, come over here. Come right here. I see. You see your tail wagging? Come up. There we go. There's the girl. There's the girl. Okay, get it. And see, she's a happy dog. Alright, not even worried about a thing. Alright, the next question is, okay, let me see if I have any more about e-collars. I don't have any more about e-collars, but I do have one that's about correction. Okay, the next question is, my dog marks everywhere during our walk. Should I correct this or is it okay? And to me, that seems like the easiest answer ever, and that is up to you. Are you okay with your dog marking everywhere on walks? If you are, don't correct it. Just don't let him mark on like a chair or a picnic table. And if you're not okay with him marking everywhere on walks, then don't allow him and correct him or redirect him. So that is my answer for that. If it were my dog, I think it depends on the situation. Like I mentioned about the chairs and the picnic tables, I would not allow my dog to mark anywhere that people will be sitting, eating, or just hanging around, because I just think that's gross and that's just not polite. But if we're on like a hike or something where it's literally just woods or land, it's not a big deal to me. It doesn't bother me, so I'll allow that behavior. If you're in a big city, I would correct it. That's rude. So it really depends on the situation and how you feel about your dog marking when you are on walks out in public. The next question is, do you prefer GSDs or Mals? German Shepherds as the overall answer. Because they have more fluff to them than your average Malinois. And a girl loves fluffiness, okay? I mean, obviously you've seen Weibo. I love a dog with fur because I like to cuddle and I like them making me feel warm. But other than that, I mean, it really depends on the situation and depends on the dog. It depends on the genetics. A lot of factors go into it. But overall, I would pick a German Shepherd over a Malinois purely because of the looks. Which, don't hate on me for that. I'm saying overall Shepherd because of looks. I'm owning up to that. But depending on the situation and the person and the genetics, then I can pick a Malinois over a German Shepherd. But if we're just talking to talk, it's a German Shepherd. Okay, I'm going to throw on some eyelashes and then I will be back. This is called Lashes and Leashes, and I'm not even going to show you guys how I put my eyelashes on. No, because I'm also not showing you guys a leash. So that is up to your imagination. I will be right back. Okay, and we're back with lashes, which you can't even really notice on the camera right now, which is fine. I just need to like curl them a little bit every now and then. The next question is, someone asked me the dog commands I give to my dogs, like their basic commands. And my dogs are trained in French, so I give them French commands. And don't mind me, I am trying to find my eyebrows. Yeah, so I do French commands with them. In case you were wondering, I'm probably gonna butcher how I'm pronouncing it because obviously I'm not French. But sit is Aussie, lay down is coucher, heel is opa, stand is dabu, and speak is abois. So that is all the commands I give my dogs, and I love how both of them are laying next to me and they didn't do one thing I told them to do. I love that for me. Another question that I get pretty often that's not here, but I'm just like kind of remembering because off of that, is the commands I give them in protection. And those commands are made up commands. They are made up words. They're not real words. And that is because I don't want people to just like know what their commands are. Like most people do German commands, like pass off and whatever the other one is, pucken or pucken, something like that. I probably butchered that too, but like everyone uses those commands. And I'd rather my dogs only listen to me, and I am the only one who knows their commands. So I actually really recommend other people to do that. If you have a personal protection dog and you're doing personal protection dog training, you should just make up some word, just throw some letters together. I mean, it can be pineapple. Like, it doesn't have to be a real word because to a dog, it's like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But yeah. if you're doing personal protection dog work, you should make up fake, what's it called? Fake words. Okay, this is about to get really unattractive because I'm pushing all my hair back. Oh yeah, look at that. How's that for a look? I should just get like clips so I don't look like a freaking idiot. On with the next question. Go to kennel setup in the car. I just redid my car. I took the middle seats out, and so now it is like, gosh, like the best car for a dog person to have, honestly. I have 2 gunners in my car though, and those are what I recommend. I love my gunner kennels. They are crash proof and they are bulletproof. I have no reason to have a bulletproof crate, but they are, you know, kind of catered to gun dogs, so I understand their reasoning to make them bulletproof. But I love them for the crash proofness, because you just never know. And I travel all the time. I mean, if you follow me, you know I'm like never home and I'm just traveling. So it's very important for me and my dogs to be safe, which is why I go with gunner. Speaking of the car, I think you guys are asking this because I uploaded this poll like right after I was showing you my car. Is how do you clean the dog hair out of your car? And girl, I don't. I vacuum it like just with a car vacuum, and the hair is still in there. I mean, I get the majority out, but it would need a full detail to get all that dog hair out of it because it is just bad. I mean, I have a German Shepherd and a Belgian Shepherd who get in my car. Are you kidding? So that is just asking for a mess of a time. The next question I get, oh, no way, hold on. This fell out. No, don't fall out, please. Okay, the next question I got was, do you recommend Belgian Malinois as service dogs? And do I recommend it? No. Can it happen? Absolutely. But do I recommend it? No, I do not. And that is because, well, I don't know. I kind of don't want to speak my mind on this one, but just know I don't recommend it. Can it happen? Absolutely. Have I seen it and have I seen good success in it? I really have. But have I seen people just really abuse it and have terrible dogs? Yeah, absolutely. You know, I guess it just goes with any dog breed. But just for the success rate and the washout rate, just like, I don't recommend a Malinois. But I will say, hold on, so I'm trying to unlock my phone. It's not recognizing my face. I don't look that different right now. But I will say, and I might get like shit for this, but I do recommend a Malinois over a working German Shepherd for service work, because typically genetics and training, blah, 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 yes, play a huge role. But typically, in my experience, and I have seen seriously way too many dogs, that Malinois are typically more stable than working line German Shepherds. I mean, Kamea's a working line German Shepherd and she's a fantastic dog. But they just typically, do you like how I'm like saying typically because I'm trying to cover my ass? I don't want to get like dragged in the sand because of this, but they typically, take a shot every time I say that, just feed off the handler way too much and can become really nervy, and they go through, typically they go through more fear stages than your average Malinois does. And so it's just like, if you have to toss up between a working line German Shepherd and a Malinois, I would say Malinois. But obviously there are totally better options than to do that, especially if you're owner training. Oof, listen, there is definitely better options for you out there if you're owner training. And don't hate on the Fab 4, honestly. I want a golden one day. I think everyone should own a golden, service dog or not. I just think like a golden retriever is the type of dog that everyone needs to own in their life. And that is gonna happen to me one day, and so is a Pomeranian. I am going to get me a Pomeranian one day. That's gonna happen. Mark my word. Courtney, if you're watching this, will you please get me a Pomeranian? Okay, well, my makeup is not done, but it's getting pretty dang close. Where is, oh, here it is. Do you wanna know something, a life hack that I do? Whatever lipstick I'm wearing, if it's like a neutral color, I make that my blush. It just matches like a lot nicer, you know? It's just a life hack from me to you. My next question is, what is your favorite dog sport? My favorite dog sport is dock diving because me and Kamea love the water and we just have so much fun. It is like the best bonding experience for us. Like, she enjoys it so much. I enjoy it so much. Weivu has not tried it yet. Weivu doesn't like water, so I'm not really gonna like make her try it. It's okay if she doesn't. I guess I'll have her try it one day, but if she doesn't do it, it's not the end of the world because I do have Kamea who loves it so much. And yes, I'm going to put my lipstick on and that will be basically it for this. So I'll be right back. Well, that is it for today's look and for today's questions. If you have any questions about my answers, feel free to drop them down below and maybe I'll just use it for 2 Thursdays in 2 Thursdays video. Oh, that's what I was gonna do in the beginning of this video. Guys, I'm so scatterbrained. I can't believe I'm not editing this video that much. But every first Thursday and last Thursday of the month, I will be trying to upload a video of lashes and leashes. So stay tuned for that. And every do you hear Kamea crying down here? What are you crying about? Every, a few days before I film, I will be putting a poll on all of my social media handles and all my social media platforms asking for questions. And I think I might start doing topics. Like, there's a lot of e-collar questions, so I could have done like an e-collar topic one and then maybe like a obedience topic one, or you know, like different topics so it kind of flows nicer. I think I'm gonna start doing that. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And if you liked this, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe and share with your friends. And if you have any questions on the makeup I used, I will link all the products down below. And yeah, thanks for watching. I really enjoyed doing this. See ya!